Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Rob with the Campbell Chronicles and thanks for joining us today. Here on this channel we talk about all things family, travel, and Disney. If any of those are of value to you, I would highly suggest subscribing so you don't miss any of our further content to come. Well, we just got dropped with a big bomb today of news. I am super excited for this one, guys. I have been waiting since the beginning of the pandemic to hear about this. Finally we have some news about Disney's annual pass program coming back. That's right, if you're a prospective annual pass holder, you will once again be able to purchase your own annual pass. Both Disneyland and Disney World have come out with some wonderful news for us as far as when annual passes will be able to be purchased again. Disneyland has announced that their annual passes will be coming out August 25th. They have a tiered structure, and then we do have some news as far as Disney World annual passes as well. Let's talk about Disneyland first, okay? We have a lot to cover as far as tiers. Before the annual passes went away at Disneyland, they had a tiered program. They brought back a tiered program, and it's going to be kind of the same, but price points are a little lower. So let's just dive right in. So just so you know, these tiers come in from anywhere from $399 all the way up to $1,399. There's a big difference, but there's 4 different tiers. Let's talk about the most expensive first. The most expensive one at $1,399 used to be priced just above that at $1,419. Now, since they've renamed the annual pass holders program, it's actually going to be called the Magic Key program. So you're going to have these magic keys now to the kingdom. It's going to be awesome. So that $1,400 price tag is going to get you unlimited access to both parks and free parking. That's pretty good. That's a good deal because parking now is $25 a day. On top of that, there's no blackout days. So Christmas, New Year's, Easter, all those days wide open. The highest tier is going to be called the Dream Key. The second tier is going to be called the Believe Key, and that one comes in at a price of $949. That's good for 317 days, and it does offer you 50% discount on parking, so that's pretty good. You know, you're starting to whittle away at that parking, which, you know, if you're driving in, can get expensive. The Believe Pass is also going to have blackouts around Christmas and New Year's and select weekends in February, March, April, May, June, and July. So probably those major holidays that will fall within those months. The third tier is coming in at $649. It's called the Enchant Key. That will provide you with 216 days of park pass between both parks, but again, you'll have the blackout days of Christmas, New Year's, and all the others, you know, March, April, May, June, July, the big holidays and things that they've always blocked out in the past. And lastly, the lowest tier is for only Southern California residents. It comes in at $399, and that is the Imagine Key. And yeah, it's going to be the most restrictive out of those, but for residents, that's okay. They're starting to restrict those residents from coming in and spending those major holidays there. I can see why they're doing that. Let's face it, the population of Disneyland has always been made up of local residents, so having a little bit more restrictions on there, I can see that. You know, that way these park reservations aren't going to be totally taken up by the locals. So I get that. I see where they're coming from, and I can also see some adaptations coming in the future as well. One other thing to note are those discounts. Dream Key holders will be able to get 20% off merchandise and 15% off food, while Believe, Enchant, and Imagine Key holders are only going to be able to get 10% off of merchandise and food. So, you know, there's definitely a perk of going with the highest tier. You're going to get more percentage off. But, you know, depending on how often you go, that's going to play a role, you know, whether or not you need that highest tier. Key holders will be able to make reservations up to 90 days in advance. So you do have a planning cycle there. So just keep that in mind. But you will only be granted 3 no-shows. So if you make a reservation, you don't cancel it, and you just forget about it, yeah, that's not good for you, okay? So if you have a change of plans, make sure you cancel those reservations. Also for key holders, just like they're doing for everybody now, park hopping will be admitted after 1 p.m. So yeah, that's pretty much it for all the news that we know of so far regarding these. We don't know those exact blackout dates yet, but again, we can pretty much surmise that they're going to be around those major holidays and all the earlier months of the year. So just keep that in mind when you're looking for your passes. Now let's talk about the Disney World passes, which, oh my gosh, I am very excited for this one. I've been waiting for a Disney World pass for a long time. I can't wait for these. It was just announced today, Tuesday, August 3rd, that the annual passes will resume being sold to new customers on October 1st, in the nick of time for the 50th celebration to start. So that is awesome. Now this comes from wish.com, and it was put out on the news there. So we don't have any official announcement from Disney World, but for a news channel to come out and announce this, That's pretty interesting. I'll make sure I put a link to the article below so you can see where I got this information. As far as I understand, it's legit, and they're saying that it could be coming out even sooner than the October 1st, which if it does, awesome. I'm in 100%. I might even be in for both. I don't know if they're going to have a premiere pass like they did in the past, where you can buy one pass for both. But hey, the fact that I can get around to both of these, I would be one of those people that would be interested in this pass. And one last piece of note, I just wanted to put it out there real quick. We had a quick update as far as park rules go. They just added into their park rules that profanity used against guests or cast members will not be allowed, and Disney reserves the right to refuse and send them on their way. I love this because I have seen some people treat cast members very, very poorly and with some bad words and all that good stuff. So I am happy that they're finally getting, they're coming up and they're backing their employees, and furthermore, their guests. Now, if you're amongst your group, you can read between the lines there if you're just talking amongst yourself. But as far as bad mouthing or using profanity against guests and cast members, that's great news. So let me know what you guys think. Let me put it down in the comments below. Are you excited for these annual passes to return? I really want to hear from you. And again, if you value family, travel, or Disney, this channel is for you, so we'd greatly appreciate your subscription. Thanks again for watching, and remember, adventure is out there.